So here's Stephanie. So good reach forward, good extension, rotation looks good as well, body position is fine, breathing looks comfortable. Looks like you got a 4 or 6 beat kick, depending on, it's more like a 6 beat kick. So with the kick, just to talk about it for a second, if you can reduce the amount you're kicking, you'll save your legs a little energy for the bike and the run. You're not kicking terribly hard, which is fine. So that means it's not like you're going to be wearing out your legs, but you might work on a little less kicking. So a 2-beat kick or a 4-beat kick, we may have talked about those, and I can expand on that if you need me to. Stroke-wise, with your arms, just about everything is good. What's going on, and you'll see it underwater, is that you have more of a straight arm pull. So the straight arm pull is stronger than if your elbow was to lead the stroke, or what is called an elbow slip. The problem with the straight arm pulling style, though, is that the first 20 to 30% of the stroke really just kind of pushes water down. So you don't get a whole bunch of forward momentum out of that type of pulling. So really just improving your catch, getting the high elbow catch, early vertical forearm, it's going to be your main focus. And the way you do that is doing a lot of one-arm drill, catch-up drill, doggy paddle drill. And then when you're swimming, you try to feel that shoulder roll, right? The shoulder rolls internally. Your elbow would rotate externally out. Your hand and forearm, you try to have them go vertical to the bottom of the pool as early as possible in the stroke. The line you're extending forward is fine. Your left arm goes slightly more in front of your head than you might want. So if you could move that off to the side just a little bit. And then the line you're pulling back look pretty good. Some of them you're pulling under your body more than you need to. And what I mean by that is that your hand and forearm rotate like under your torso. So looking at the kick from the underwater, you are kicking maybe more than you need to, or more than you should. So that's definitely something you want to work on, is reducing that kick, because that's going to really work your legs over, especially when you're getting into the 1.2 mile kind of distance. And looking at your arms, I have freeze frames at the end of the video, but yeah, it's basically a straight arm, and the way you tell that is your upper arm and your forearm in the same line viewed from the side. So let's look at your right arm as it goes by. It's more or less straight, and then what happens is you pull your hand and forearm rotate under your body. So you want that hand and forearm to rotate to a vertical sort of alignment relative to the bottom of the pool. Your left arm is just pulling straight back, so your hand and forearm's not rotating under your body. In general, you don't really want to rotate your hand under your body. So it's not really that bad with that right arm. But what you're really going to want to get to is, with each stroke, and here, see, I'm glad I recorded this, because when you're doing one arm drill, you really are getting the catch. You see the difference here? So you see how that hand and forearm angle down really early? That's really what you want to be doing when you're swimming. You know, it's hard to do it to that extreme when you're in the middle of the workout, but you just do the best you can, and over time, more of your strokes are catching more water. This is also very good with the left arm here. And it does put some additional strain on your shoulder in that area. It's something you adapt to over time. So nice extension, Good rotation, no problems there. Head position's fine, so everything's good. We're just really trying to fix the catch and a little less kicking. Then see the forearm and upper arm, pretty much the same line. You would want to see that upper arm pointed forward, but that hand and forearm angling down or vertical. So that's really a pretty straight arm pull. And then you have a good finish to the stroke. That's good. And then rotation to the other side. So looking at the right arm here, starting that pull with sort of a straight arm aspect. Catching a little more with your hand. You want your hand and forearm really to work together, be one line, more or less one line. And then you see how your hand and forearm rotate under your body a bit more. So if you could get that rotation to be more vertical, that's going to increase your power